Okay, good morning everybody. I am honored to welcome you for this final conference of the WIF project, and I am happy to be here once more talking part of an event related to European projects. It's a long time we started this way. It was 2012, so 10 years ago, when we took part of European photography. Probably more of you remember this project. And since that date, we have been participating in many projects with different approaches: photography, Europeana, digital preservation, sports, intangible heritage, etc. All are related to cultural heritage, and of course, the Centre de Recerca i Difusió de la Imatge, the CRDI, is always in a good position to provide content, and it's always enthusiastic, as you know, to learn from other partners, and also it's always ready to organize events like this. Events that let us meet face to face, fortunately, in order to debate about the cultural heritage and related aspects. After my presentation, Mr. Ioannidis, the project coordinator of this project, will tell you about the WIF. So there is no need to explain what is about from my side, but I would like to tell you something about the importance of the intangible heritage, and in our case, more specifically, about the meaning of the Castellers archive. Because we, at the CRDI, have focused on this aspect of the Catalan culture as content providers. Castellers associations develop an important activity, and the witnesses of their performances are important nowadays and mainly in the future. I'm talking about photographs, videos, posters, and all the written documents that are part of their current activity. All these documents are in their archives and needs to be preserved and disseminated. Europeana is the best way, and we are happy to be part of it and have the opportunity to make all these archives accessible to be better known in Europe. Some of you yesterday were to the Cinema Truffaut, and all of us have had the opportunity to discover the audiovisual that reuse our documentation, and I think that it's a clear proof that we have to preserve, we have to keep this documentation in order to, of course, to preserve this historical memory. This is our team and our main role in the project. Besides, we also have been working on 3D digitization of our daguerreotype collection. Marc Hernandez and David Iglesias will talk about this later on. I think that Marc's team has done an excellent job in digitization of the daguerreotypes of our collection. You can see the results in the screens that there are outside of this room. Thank you all the partners of WIF project to come to Girona and to participate in this conference. Thank you also to all attendees for your interest in our activity. I hope we will learn a lot from the different presentations and that we will have an interesting day sharing knowledge and experiences. So thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you, Joan, for the introduction, and I'm really happy to be here. It's a very nice place. We are under the arc now, so you can see it. We have been in Girona the last days, and we saw how important intangible cultural heritage is, and those of us who were in this conference in the cinema yesterday saw how important it is to preserve it. So I'm Ioannidis. I'm from Into Digital Innovations, and I'm the coordinator of the WEAF project. WEAF started in 2021, and the aim was, and still is, to connect tangible and intangible heritage, and with communities, and allow communities at risk to provide basically their view of the story and preserve their memories. We think this is important because this allows to have a collective memory and an identity, and build up an identity. Well, this project is now coming to an end. This is the final, in a way, a bigger event. We are going to present the outcomes that we have developed, which are in a variety of sectors, of, for example, how to engage with these communities at risk and how to make them aware of what they can do and how they can contribute to Europeana, aggregation, and what content can be and what are the guidelines for introducing this content in this Europeana library, tools that they can use in order to do all the steps from collecting, curating, aggregating, ingesting, and all of that we are going to see later today. I'm very happy to be here. I'm sure we will have a very useful and fruitful day. You will get a lot of insights here. And I wanted to stress that this is not only an activity that we are doing this in a partnership. And we have a great consortium with many partners, and I would like to mention here content providers like the European Roma Institute for Culture and Arts, CRDI, of course, our host here in Girona, Pedexumpo, Top Photo from the UK, and we have also people who work, of course, Europeana as a big part, as a big role in this consortium. We have people who work on the research, like KU Leuven or Coventry University, and we have developers like ThinkCode, us, and UNL, both research and developers. So I think it's an honor to represent this consortium here, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to be the leader of this consortium in the last 2 years, or 1.5 years. So I would like to say thank you to you all and wish you a very fruitful conference day.